Hello there, and welcome back to Star Wars School. My name is Luke, and today we will be discussing the history of the Sith Order according to Legends. A canon video is coming Friday. So, what were the Sith? Well, it's a long, complicated story. The Sith Order is an order of beings who serve only the dark side of the Force, but they didn't start out that way. Originally, the name Sith referred to a sentient species native to the planet of Korriban. Around 7,000 years BBY, a group of Jedi left the Order to serve the dark side of the Force. These beings became the Dark Jedi and started a war against the Jedi called the 100-Year Darkness. Eventually, though, the Dark Jedi were defeated and exiled weaponless into the unknown regions. There, they discovered the planet Korriban and the Sith species. The Dark Jedi adopted the name Gen Jedi, which meant Dark Jedi in the Sith language. The Gen Jedi soon took control over the Sith and proclaimed themselves the Lords of the Sith. Over the years, the Gen Jedi and the Sith interbred, and the two groups became indistinguishable from each other. When a Lord of the Sith died, they were buried in the Valley of the Dark Lords, along with various treasures and often the Dark Lord's spirit itself. A war known as the Great Hyperspace War began when Dark Lord Naga Sadow attempted to invade the Republic. The Republic was caught by surprise and overwhelmed by Sadow's forces. However, due to a Republic official Empress Tida of Koros Mavor and mistakes on Sadow's part, the Sith were eventually forced to retreat back to their empire. Throughout the history of the galaxy, the Sith have had many wars with the Republic and specifically the Jedi. Around 1000 BBY, the Sith launched a vicious campaign to take control of the Republic. They began an academy on Korriban for training Sith Lords. During the war, Lord Khan, the leader of the Brotherhood of Darkness, noticed a suspicious lack of Jedi. This was accounted for as the Jedi Army of Light, led by Lord Hoth, drove the Sith off the planet of Ruusan in a surprise attack. Khan moved to take the world back, thus beginning the Ruusan campaign. Enter Darth Bane, a miner originally named Dessel. Des was taken into the Sith Academy on Korriban and trained to become Sith Lord Darth Bane. However, Bane thought that the Sith were weak with all their infighting and would never defeat the Jedi. So, Darth Bane tricked the Brotherhood of Darkness to destroy themselves on Ruusan with a thought bomb. Then, Bane, the last of the Sith, took an apprentice, Darth Zana, and created the Rule of Two, the rule that there could only be two Sith at any given time, a master and an apprentice. The master would find an apprentice, train it until it was powerful enough to destroy the master, and take its own apprentice. This would ensure that each Sith would be more and more powerful than the last. The Sith would keep in hiding and destroy the Jedi using trickery rather than brute force, a huge change in Sith philosophy, and that eventually happened. Around 1,000 years after Darth Bane, a human, Darth Sidious, became Supreme Chancellor of the Republic, with help from his master, Darth Plagueis. Sidious then killed his master and began the Clone Wars, secretly leading both sides of the war. He successfully used the Republic's clone army to destroy the Jedi and turn the Republic into the First Galactic Empire, with himself as the Emperor. With the help of his new apprentice, the former Jedi Darth Vader, he ruled the galaxy with an iron fist. However, unbeknownst to Sidious, Vader's son joined a rebellion against the Empire and began training as a Jedi. When he found this out, Sidious tried to have Vader's son, Luke Skywalker, turned to the dark side. When Luke proved too strong for Sidious almost killed Luke, but Vader's love for his son made him destroy Sidious, sacrificing himself and saving his son. Since Vader and Sidious were the only two Sith left, Vader successfully destroyed the entire Sith Order, and the Empire was left to be ruled by different beings, though was now quickly being defeated by the Rebellion and New Republic. However, around 130 BBY, the Sith returned in the form of Darth Krayt, but are soon destroyed once and for all. So that's the basic history of the Sith Order according to legends. A canon video on the Sith is coming later this week. If you like this video, consider hitting the like button and comment some more video ideas. Class dismissed.